So The Adam Project was directed by Sean Levy and it stars Ryan Reynolds, Zoe Saldana, Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Catherine Keener. And it's about this kid named Adam who is not really well liked. He's picked on a lot. He's very sarcastic. And he lives in present day. And then one night, is himself from 30 years in the future, played by Ryan Reynolds, comes by and basically gets involved in a mission with him. And basically, they have this whole mission involving time travel. And yeah, that's all I need to say. So I knew about this movie. I remember they dropped a trailer during the Super Bowl last month, and I kind of had it on my radar to watch out for because Ryan Reynolds. I do like the guy. I do think he is a really funny guy. He's really good in Deadpool. Really liked Free Guy, and this movie didn't excite me at first. I didn't think the trailers were that interesting. I didn't think the plot was that interesting. And so I finally saw it, and the movie's fine. It's not amazing. There are a lot of problems, but it's fine for what it is. So what works? Really, the things that work in this movie are Ryan Reynolds and the actor who plays young Adam, Walker Scobell, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I thought they were really good. I thought, this may be weird. It's like he had like a good chemistry with himself because obviously they're playing the same character. You can definitely tell that like Walker's trying to imitate Ryan Reynolds' quirks, like a lot of his Deadpool stuff, and his, being sarcastic, being witty, and you know, it works for the most part for him. Ryan Reynolds is mostly serious throughout the movie, and it does work. A lot of the serious moments in this movie do work. I felt like when the movie kind of stopped trying to be comedic and stopped trying to be like a funny movie, and when it tried to be really serious, it was actually really effective, especially towards the end of the movie. Mark Ruffalo, I thought he was also really good in this movie too. He's not in it as much, but he was really good for like the brief scenes that he has. He is funny with Ryan Reynolds at times, and he does provide a lot of the heart of the movie. Also, I do like the themes of this movie about how your past can dictate your future, and that I do. It's been explored multiple times, but I feel like in here it really worked, and it definitely felt more emotional with that theme in it. I thought that was work, and I felt like the movie kind of kept getting better as it went along. Because like at the beginning, I was kind of thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this movie. This movie seems tonally uneven." And then when it kind of finally settles on its tone, it's actually a really effective movie. So, what did I not care for in this movie? I didn't really care for any of the female characters in this movie. I thought all of them were kind of underwritten in some way, and that's really bad, unfortunately. Zoe Saldana appears at one point, and it's really for no reason, unfortunately. And also, Catherine Keener is the main villain. She's just kind of the villain. It's not as interesting, unfortunately. And Jennifer Garner is also in this movie too. She only appears in the beginning and at the end. She doesn't really do much. I kind of thought that the female characters just didn't do as much as say Ryan Reynolds or Mark Ruffalo or the kid in the movie. But I just kind of wish there was more for them to do instead of just being there just for the sake of being there. And there's way too many references in this movie. Like I know that like Deadpool is meta and such, but like at the beginning when again I couldn't really figure out what it was trying to be. The references to other movies just became really annoying at times. Like they reference things like Back to the Future. They reference a lot of Spielberg stuff. And, the homages are fine. It's just like when you're actually saying what they are, it just becomes a bit annoying to me. So, The Adam Project is a movie that, once it really gets going, it actually can be really good. The performances are decent for the most part, the heart is there, the messages are really good, and it's definitely an entertaining watch. I just wish that a lot of the female characters were better, and I kind of wish that it kind of relied on its own strengths before I wish this movie relied on its own strengths instead of trying to rely on other movies by specifically mentioning other movies. It just took me out of the movie whenever they brought up another movie, and it just didn't work. So I'll give The Adam Project, I don't know, I'll give it 2.5 out of 4 stars. Stream it. So, what is your favorite time travel movie? Comment down below, subscribe to the channel. This is Pat, and stay safe.